It just depends. It depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm with kids, if I'm just out like in public, if I'm putting it on. Like, it just depends.
You putting it on. You going to Sexy Fish tonight?
Don't put this man's business out here.
No, don't worry about it. We'll be gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah, I'm chilling. Tonight, I'm chilling.
I know, but before you go, you got your wide receivers. Y'all working out.
Yeah, we
put on
vlog.
some clothes, got a couple, like something light on, a little chain or two.
Yeah, it'll be on the vlog, dropping them all.
A 21-year-old rookie walked into a room with a 13 NFL veteran and flipped the entire power dynamic in minutes. Shedeur Sanders did not hesitate. He did not blink. He dropped the line that froze Brandon Marshall mid-thought. This was supposed to be a welcome to the league conversation. Instead, it turned into a warning shot. Confidence? Yes, but this felt deeper, calculated, controlled, dangerous. The type of energy that makes veterans lean forward, the type that makes doubters uncomfortable. Because when a rookie speaks like he already sees the future, the league has two choices: laugh at him or start preparing for him.
Y'all may think he's a model, but he's an athlete first.
Definitely a model.
This one looks like an album cover.
Part-time
model.
Yeah, that picture more like up to date though. That one's more like before.
Okay, so I see it. It seemed like you confident.
Yeah.
You know, you got the jewelry on. I like the hair.
Yeah.
The beard, all of that. What's your go-to pose?
It just depends.
I'll give you mine. Here's my go-to pose. I do this right here.
This conversation carried weight before it even began. Brandon Marshall played 13 seasons in the NFL, 6 Pro Bowls, thousands of battles against elite defenders. He has interviewed superstars. He has seen hype come and go. So when he brought Shedeur Sanders onto his platform as a featured guest, that decision meant something. From the first few minutes, the energy felt different. This was not a rookie trying to impress a former star. This felt like two professionals measuring each other. Marshall tested him with light conversation, then slowly shifted toward deeper questions. Who are you as a player? What drives you? How do you handle pressure?
And you're starting to think about that
earlier,
next chapter.
He said my career.
Right, your career.
Before we even started the show.
And you said certain things are starting to be drilled into you, into your mind, and into your habits. How hard is it to break certain things that have always worked for you, but now you got to think a little bit differently because your body is about to be a walking enterprise?
I mean, I never had really bad habits. Like, I don't snack. I don't eat bad quality food. Like the habits that all I got to obtain now, like that they're preaching on me, is easy stuff. So it's not really any bad habits or anything I got to break.
Shedeur never rushed an answer. He never tried to overpower the moment. He stayed calm, deliberate, and in control. That composure matters. Many young quarterbacks enter the league with talent, but struggle when the spotlight grows heavier. The NFL chews through potential every year. What caught Marshall off guard was the maturity, the awareness, the way Shedeur framed pressure as something he has been building toward his entire life. Growing up as the son of Deion Sanders meant cameras followed him long before draft night. That spotlight did not create anxiety, it built armor. By the midpoint of the interview, it was clear something had shifted. Marshall stopped probing for weaknesses and started acknowledging growth. That transition told you everything. This was no ordinary rookie conversation. This felt like the beginning of a legacy discussion.
Brandon, we have a special guest joining us on the Paper Route set. This is the first time it's happened. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. It's our first time doing it on Paper Route. Mm-hmm. This is the vision, right? Mm-hmm. On the backside of House of Athlete, we got our studio and
Shedeur Sanders. Listen, by the background, I know y'all may think he's a model, but he's an athlete first.
Definitely.
When Marshall asked who he is on the field, the answer revealed everything. Shedeur avoided flashy labels, no bold self-comparisons, no exaggerated bravado. Instead, he described focus, depth, intention. He explained that everyone in football runs, lifts, studies film, and throws passes. The difference lives in the purpose behind each repetition. That mindset separates starters from stars. Many players complete drills. Elite players attack them with precision and direction. That philosophy may sound simple, but in the NFL, simplicity backed by discipline wins games. Quarterback is the most scrutinized position in American sports. Every throw becomes a headline. Every mistake fuels debate shows. A player without mental structure can unravel quickly.
You were at TB12 today with, on the table getting your arm worked on and your body worked on.
Yeah.
So where do you think you're at in that process?
Like on a scale?
Well, just period. Like, how much do you invest in taking care of your body? We're talking about
yeah.
water. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
juice.
nah, for sure. I invest in my body a lot. Like, a lot. I make sure every time I go on the field, I feel 100% going out there. Whether it's icing, treatment, you know, small band work, lightweight work, like, that type of stuff matters.
Shedeur framed preparation like a long-term investment. Body maintenance, recovery, professional habits, surrounding himself with disciplined people. These are veteran concepts, yet he speaks about them with conviction at 21. Marshall, who admitted it took years to fully embrace that professional routine, recognized the difference immediately. You could feel the respect building in real time. This was not talent talking, this was intentional development. There's a subtle threat in that kind of mentality. Defensive coordinators can scheme against arm strength. They can disguise coverages. They can pressure a pocket. Breaking a quarterback who operates with relentless internal focus is far more difficult. This is where the narrative changes. The league may view him as a draft position. He views himself as a long-term answer. That gap in perception creates tension, and tension creates headlines. The conversation shifted when preparation came up. This is where many rookies expose immaturity. Instead, Shedeur leaned into routine. He spoke about investing in his body with the seriousness of a 10-year veteran. Recovery sessions, arm care, structured training, consistency over hype. That detail matters more than highlight throws. Quarterbacks do not survive in the NFL on talent alone. The season is long, hits add up, travel drains energy, media pressure compounds weekly. Players who treat their bodies like businesses extend careers. Players who chase shortcuts fade fast.
It's being pushed real hard right now.
Right.
So that's why I see this season, this year, everything gonna be together.
You know, we spoke to Von Miller at Radio Row in Phoenix, and he said that, you know, young guys, especially when they first get into the league, they don't have to invest as much.
Shedeur referenced his commitment to high-level performance systems, aligning himself with brands and methods associated with longevity. That signals foresight. He understands that greatness requires discipline long before Sunday arrives. Then came the brand conversation. Many young stars chase every endorsement opportunity. Shedeur described a selective mindset. If he wears something, it aligns with his standards. If he partners with something, it reflects belief. That approach reveals long-term thinking. He is shaping identity, not collecting checks. This is where Brandon Marshall visibly shifted tone. Respect replaced curiosity. When a veteran hears a young quarterback speak about habits, structure, and long-term vision with clarity, that carries weight. Talent can get you drafted. Discipline keeps you employed. Sustainability creates legends. The league may debate his draft slot, but his approach suggests he views this as a marathon. That perspective changes timelines, and when timelines change, expectations follow. The criticism came quickly once his name entered draft conversations. Privilege, exposure, built-in advantages. The narrative writes itself when your father is Deion Sanders. Many assume doors opened automatically. Shedeur confronted that storyline head-on.
They definitely are.
Maybe it's debatable.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Colorado, right now, the season tickets for the program are virtually sold out if they have not already sold out. So there's going to be a lot of eyes on this program. It's much bigger. There's a lot more funding behind it. We talk about this often, how HBCUs don't get the same type of funding. So it's going to be a different lens, a different microscope.
He reframed the spotlight as a trade-off. Visibility brings opportunity, but it also removes privacy. Every outing becomes content. Every interaction fuels commentary. Most 21-year-olds navigate life quietly. He never had that luxury. That pressure, according to him, built mental endurance. The scrutiny did not begin on draft night. It started years earlier at smaller stages and scaled gradually. That progression matters. Pressure handled in phases becomes manageable. Pressure introduced it all at once crushes development. The NIL conversation added another layer. Being one of the highest-profile college athletes created debate about fairness. He responded with perspective. Walking in his shoes comes with expectations few understand. Performance becomes obligation. Success becomes assumed. Mistakes become magnified. Brandon Marshall connected that reality to legacy. Following a famous father into the same sport magnifies comparison. Every throw invites analysis against prime time's aura. Yet Shedeur carried himself like someone comfortable in that shadow. He does not appear burdened by it. He speaks like someone who studied it, absorbed it, and converted it into fuel. That distinction separates players who crumble from those who rise. Pressure can be weight, or it can be preparation. His posture suggests preparation. Draft position tells one story, mindset tells another.
Everything, every game. What else? Like, you think, honestly, I'm training. Everybody's training in the hot sun, cold air up there, high altitude.
Shedeur entered the league with a 5th-round tag attached to his name. For some quarterbacks, that number defines ceilings. It shapes narratives before training camp even begins. Late-round picks often fight uphill battles for credibility, yet nothing about his demeanor signals someone thinking small. During the interview, he spoke about obstacles with a calm that bordered on provocative. Challenges were framed as adjustments, not threats. That perspective reveals internal confidence. He does not sound like someone hoping to survive roster cuts. He sounds like someone planning to compete for long-term control. This creates a fascinating tension in Cleveland. The Browns have wrestled with quarterback instability for decades. Star power has cycled through the building without delivering sustained dominance. Now a rookie arrives carrying legacy confidence, disciplined structure, and public belief from respected veterans. Brandon Marshall's reaction added fuel to that storyline. When a 13-year veteran expresses belief in a young quarterback's maturity, that carries influence. Locker rooms notice, front offices listen. The question now becomes bigger than depth charts. Can Cleveland afford to underestimate a mindset like this? Quarterback battles are rarely decided by arm strength alone. They hinge on leadership presence, preparation, and mental durability. If the organization views him through the lens of draft order, they risk missing the broader picture, because players who think beyond their draft slot often redefine it. And if that happens, this interview will be remembered as the first signal. This is where the conversation stops being about a rookie interview and starts becoming about trajectory. Shedeur Sanders did more than speak confidently. He framed his career like a long-term mission already in motion. That tone carries consequences, because when a quarterback publicly signals belief at that level, the league reacts in two ways. Some laugh, others prepare. History favors the second group. Quarterbacks who carry internal certainty tend to shift locker room energy quickly. Teammates respond to composure. Coaches respond to discipline. Veterans respond to preparation. Those elements build trust before a single regular season snap. The bigger debate now circles legacy. Is this early confidence the foundation of something sustainable, or is it fuel for future criticism if results stall? That tension will define the narrative arc. Cleveland sits at the center of that storm. If he rises, the franchise secures a long-term identity at the most important position in sports. If he stumbles, critics will replay every confident moment as evidence of overreach. That is the risk of speaking boldly, but it is also the path to greatness. The NFL rewards conviction when paired with work ethic. It punishes empty talk. So far, his mindset suggests substance behind the belief. The question now shifts to the audience. Are we watching the early chapters of a franchise quarterback story, or witnessing confidence that will meet harsh reality? Time will answer, but the tone has already been set. Beyond one player, this interview touches a broader shift in how young quarterbacks enter the NFL. A decade ago, rookies were expected to sit quietly, defer to veterans, and grow slowly. Today's quarterbacks arrive with branding awareness, media fluency, and professional habits already installed. College football's spotlight has become a preparation ground rather than a filter. Shador embodies that evolution. He speaks like someone who understands narrative control. He manages perception while reinforcing discipline. That blend of media intelligence and competitive focus represents the modern quarterback prototype. This matters for teams evaluating leadership. Arm strength remains critical. Processing speed remains essential, yet psychological structure has become equally important. The NFL environment amplifies stress weekly. Players who arrive with mental frameworks already built gain early advantage. Brandon Marshall's reaction underscored this generational shift. A veteran from a different era acknowledged maturity that typically took years to develop. That acknowledgement bridges timelines. For Cleveland,
This moment becomes symbolic. If the organization embraces this new quarterback model, it signals forward thinking. If it resists and clings to traditional evaluation metrics, it risks falling behind evolving realities. Young quarterbacks now enter the league as brands, leaders, and professionals from day one. The adjustment period shrinks, expectations rise faster. Shedor's interview did not guarantee success. It highlighted readiness, and readiness in today's NFL can change depth charts quicker than anyone expects.